All right. Please, I want to say there's something I want to talk about now. All right. Please, sorry for what I'm about to say. It may affect so many people. What I'm about to say may affect so many people, especially the born again Christian, the born again Christians, the typical born again Christians, those who have Bible as their life. What I'm about to say now may affect you so badly, but let me not just say it as a say, but let me ask it as a question. All right, so you can just try to correct me, you can try to teach me, you can just tell me what I don't know. Let me assume that I don't know, so I will put it in a way of question. All right, so till now I have not understand for many years of my life, since I've been hearing about, I've been hearing the preaching of Bible scripture. I want somebody to explain this part of this Bible. Something happened in Genesis chapter 32, from verse 22 to 32. I repeat, Genesis chapter 32, from verse 22 to 32. There's something happened there. And what happened? Jacob was a thief. He stole his brother's Esau birthright. All right, good. And he ran away. On his way running, night met him. Night met him. He decided to sleep over on the mountain. Now, while on the mountain, it was midnight. While in the mountain, God from heaven descended on that mountain and met with Jacob on that mountain. Listen, God met with Jacob on that mountain and started, relating with Jacob, started discussing with Jacob. God and Jacob started talking. They were discussing all night. They talked all night. Now, first question I want to ask you: God from heaven came down on that mountain because of that thief running away from his crime to discuss with the thief. Okay, that one is minor. We move. And then they were discussing all night, and after discussion, it was the Chefubego. It was daybreak. The day was clearing. It was the daybreak. So God said to Jacob, I want to go now, for it is daybreak. And Jacob said, God, you want to go where? Asking God question. You want to go where? We have been here all night discussing, talking. You are my God. You're supposed to bless me before you go. You can't just come here and go like that and leave me empty. You must bless me. You people must have heard that song. I will never let you go unless you bless me, right? Good. And God said to Jacob, you should have said this thing on time, but there is no more time. I have to go now because it is daybreak. No human being is supposed to see me in the daytime. So I'm supposed to go now because people will pass by and see me. Then Jacob said to him, no. You know you're supposed to bless me. So I cannot allow you to leave this place until you bless me. You must bless me before you go. It's a very simple thing. Just bless me and go. And God said to Jacob, I can't give you that blessing because it's daybreak. I have to go now. There is no time. Now the second question I have is that you say God said in this place that no human being is supposed to see him because he is God. That's why he wants to go. But Jacob is a human being, a thief for that matter, and both of them are there together discussing. Jacob already saw him, and there is a place in the Bible that says no one have ever seen God and no one can see God. Now Jacob, a thief running away from his crime, was sitting with God, discussing with him all night, and even telling him, before you leave here, you have to bless me. That is my second question. And then, how come God, being God, brought himself so down to make argument with a thief, Jacob? What? To make argue with Jacob? He said he want to go. Jacob said he will not go. Arguing with him. Does Jacob have the power to say, God, you are not going anywhere? And again is that, what does he take God to bless somebody that will take him time that may warrant people to see him. What does it take God to just say, hey, Jacob, you are blessed, then he will go? That's my third question. Then we move. Then, when they were dragging this thing, Jacob said, you're not going. God said, I'm going. They were dragging this thing. And God now said, Jacob would now insisted that you will not live in here. You will live here until you bless me. God now said, okay, listen to this, God said, okay. Now, if you are insisting that I must not go until I bless you, now we have to wrestle, we have to fight. Another question. God by himself called for fight between him and Jacob. He said, Jacob, we must fight. Anybody that win. If you win me, I bless you. If I win you, I go. This is a big drama. So Jacob accepted the fight, the wrestle. Bible call it a wrestle. You know wrestling now. You have watched wrestling. People that wrestle in the ring, wrestlers. Good. Bible call it wrestle. And the wrestle started though. They wrestled. Imagine God wrestling, fighting. Yana chuku na log, one on one, na piokbo over blessing. The question I have here is, you mean God can actually fight with a human being? One. Then secondly, are you telling me that wait, there's something going on here. God by himself called for fight. God forgot that he said that it was daybreak, that nobody's supposed to see him. He had to go. Then he had all the time to fight with Jacob while the day was breaking more and more. And now, let me proceed. When they were fighting, after the fight, just guess what the Bible said. It said, and Jacob won God. Jacob made Chuku. He won the fight. He won. He said God and Jacob wrestled and Jacob won. When Jacob won the fight, God now blessed him before he left. Excuse me. Are you trying to tell me that Jacob won God? That Jacob made Chuku? Can human being win God? Is a question. I want more explanation on this particular passage of the Bible. It is recorded very clearly that Jacob won the battle. He won the fight against God. And I know before the fight ended, it was daybreak already. Now, these are my questions. Please, I don't want tautology here. Firstly, God brought himself to sit with a thief. They discussed all night. Jacob saw God. Both of them sat together, talked together one-on-one. Both of them had a fight. They argued at each other. They fought a fight, and Jacob, being a human being, a thief, won the fight. I don't want to make a conclusion, but I am asking as a question. Please, I need more light, more explanation on this. What actually went on there? What is this passage of the Bible trying to say? This is Genesis chapter 32, from verse 22 to 32. And how can Jacob win God? How can God fight Jacob? How will God be cooperating with a thief? Another question, what were they discussing that night? What were they discussing? That's another question. They discussed all night. What is that they are discussing? What are they discussing? Because Jacob stole something from his senior brother right away. And God now met him on the mountain and they were discussing. What were they discussing? Were they discussing what he stole from his brother? Were they discussing his brother? Were they discussing where Jacob was running to? What were they discussing all night that took them time until daybreak? They started arguing over blessing. What happened? And another thing I want to say that if you read the Bible story, you discover that many things that went wrong with God always called for war by himself. He always called for fight by himself. Remember what happened in heaven? The Lucifer offended God. And God said, oh, this is what you want to do. You want to overthrow me, right? Now, we are going to fight. Your angels and my angels. Your army versus my army. We're going to fight. Anybody that wins will take over the heaven. And guess what? Lucifer accepted the fight. and they fought. After fighting, nobody win. There is no winner. God did not win. Devil did, Lucifer did not win. So since they did not win, God said, now it's a no victor, no vanquish. You cannot stay in heaven because heaven belongs to me. We have become enemy. You can no longer stay in heaven with me again. Or get out. He pushed him out of heaven and he fell on the earth. So God is always the one to call for war in the Bible. And at this time, in the time of Jacob, he also called for war. And Jacob won him. He win. So please clarify me more. I want to understand. That is what I'm saying. And with the time, I will be bringing many confusing passages in the Bible. There are many confusing things in the Bible that I will be bringing on. God bless you. Come in peace.